Thank you, Mr. Chair. Where to start? You know, I went to law school because I come from a family that believes you use your skills for justice. And never before becoming a legislator has being a lawyer felt so wrong. But I know what I do every single day. And I don't practice personal injury. I represent homeowners after catastrophic losses. And for those of you that had an up-close view can probably see why I'm a bit of a crier. And I don't think I would have had the heart to be able to be your counselor, because that's what lawyers are at the end of the day. We're counselors, we're guiders. We're there when nobody else is. And I'm proud to do this job, no matter what people in this room say about us. And people in this room say that this fight is about lawyers and insurance companies, and it's not. It's about you. It's about what happens to you when 1,000 people move to this state every single day and we don't have the infrastructure and the streets and the police and the resources to keep you safe. There's a reason why Uber's numbers are different in Florida than everywhere else. We're different. And our people deserve protection. Our businesses deserve protection. And what we're asking these insurance companies to do, again, let's bring this down to a very basic level. They are allowed to be negligent in how they treat you. They are allowed to be negligent. If you are negligent in your job, do you keep your job? If I am negligent in my duties here, do I get reelected? No. If a teacher is negligent, if somebody is negligent, they don't get a pass. Insurance companies already get a pass for negligence. So now what we're asking in the standard in the state for 85 years, which I think sometimes in history we get things right, and I think this is where for the last 85 years it's been in place for a reason. And it's been in place because we know what insurance companies do. And not all of them. There are some really good ones out there. But when they don't do the right thing, they need to be held accountable. When I ran for office, I leave a 7-year-old and a husband and a business to come here. And it's truly an honor of my lifetime. But I made a promise to myself that I would evaluate this legislation not because of a party I belong to, but because of what impacts they will have on people like you. And I made a promise that I would make sure that the bills that I pass and that I support do no harm. And this bill does a lot of harm. And the only good it does is puts more money in insurance companies' pockets. And the only thing that it does is ensure that their negligence, which is already a standard they're allowed to operate under, can be even worse. There's also a lot of talk today about frivolous and meritless. And as an attorney, there's a big difference because frivolous is subjective. It's what you value that man's claims to be. You might think something is frivolous, but I guarantee you it's not to the person injured. Frivolous is a value that you place on somebody else, and that's not your job. We have a court system that has been in place for hundreds of years, where juries make decisions. Those same juries put us all here today because they're people. And the courts are set up to do away with meritless litigation because there's a difference. And that distinction is never made in this process. You might think something is frivolous, but that lawsuit might be everything for the man who lost his wife and 3 children. But you might think it's frivolous. There's a big difference between those distinctions, and I think we need to start making them a lot more. Another thing we heard today is all about the attorney advertisement and the attorney billboards. I didn't hear anything about the insurance companies. So I put together a little ditty for everybody here. Insurance companies hold all the cards. all of the power. Today, they hold all the cards in this room. They control all the decisions when it comes to their fiduciary duty to defend their customer. They decide what lawyer to hire. They hire the investigators, the adjusters, the experts, the evaluators. And a customer pays up front in premiums for the safety and security of knowing that their insurance company will be there on your side like a good neighbor because they know a thing or two, because they've seen a thing or two. They insure your life because you never know, and together we are stronger. They provide us the guarantees for the if in life, for life's little dramas, taking care of what's important to get you back where you belong. Because insurance companies have got you under their wing. For all that's ahead, taking away the risk so you can do anything. Because no one can surely predict the future, but we can protect it. We can save you because a day without insurance is like a day without sunshine. With a life ahead of you, the road isn't always clear. So trust us for the rest of your life. We're here when you need us, but don't crash without us. Better than the rest, because we will do right by you. No worries, we've got you covered. We today are exposing, yes, Mr. Chair, businesses big and small to bankruptcy, liquidation, loss of retirement nest eggs accumulated over a lifetime of hard work. When businesses fail, economies suffer, not only from the loss of business, but also the negative impact it has on the people who work for them. What bad faith does is make sure those promises those insurance companies made are there when you need them. I will be voting no today to save Floridians from mayhem like this bill.
Representative Black.